I do now want to pivot to embattled Congressman George Santos. The House is expected to vote on in expelling him today. The measure to do so was introduced by a Republican New Yorker, Congressman Anthony D'Esposito. So, what do you make of that, and what do you make of this vote?
Sure, it's about almost a year too late, right? The New York Times story came out, I think, December 19th, 2022. The fact that this vote is being held in November is an embarrassment. The fact that I don't believe this vote will pass is outrageous. The fact that we have known that George Santos is a criminal, and in fact, the indictment pretty much corroborates what we already knew, which is that he was a fraud and a thief and a liar. And the fact that this won't pass with unanimous votes, and the fact that this may not even pass at all, I think is a sad state of affairs for the United States Congress, in that there are members of the Congress who put their own party and political expediency above the welfare of the republic. Right? This was exactly what our forefathers and the founders of this country couldn't protect against. Right? They could protect against the tyranny of the majority, and they could protect against the assault on free speech and freedom of religion with the Bill of Rights, but they couldn't protect against our own members putting themselves before the country. It's an unfathomable concept. And so I am not optimistic that this will pass. I hope I am surprised, but I am not optimistic given the treatment that he's gotten of almost a pass from a significant plurality of the Republican caucus in Congress.
As we all know, he's been charged with 23 fraud-related felonies, but he has not been convicted yet, and he has pleaded not guilty. So if he does get expelled, this would be historic because he hasn't been officially convicted of a crime. Do you think that matters?
Yeah, I think he's an exceptional case, right? It's not one allegation. If it's one allegation, right, everyone has the right, including Mr. Santos, to be innocent until proven guilty. But if it's one allegation, it's one thing. The dozens of allegations are so damning and so concerning, given the fact that this is a member of Congress who votes on bills and has access to classified documentation, and whether it's the phantom donors, because we know somebody owns him, or whether it's who gave him the money to run in the first place, or whether it's stealing from other candidates or a veteran service dogs charity, the absolute malice and the nefarious intent of these actions, they disqualify him from serving in Congress, because it's one thing to violate the law, it's also another thing to violate the public trust. And that's what he's done here.
Legislator, you have a busy week, an election coming up in less than a week. So what's on your radar here? What's next for you?
Sure, we're a team that believes that turnout is key, and we have to get every voter out to vote. And we know that this November is an off-cycle election, and it doesn't matter. Every single vote counts. So we'll be knocking doors, we'll be making the phone calls. We'll, whether we have senior citizens on the phone or we have interns in high school on the phone, we are a multi-generational coalition of folks who believe that local government is where the action is, who believe that local government is where things get done, and who want to see me win another term. So we'll be working hard through Election Day.